So, Eric, just an analysis. You're 10 games into this. How are you playing? How is the team playing?
I'll start with the team first. I think the team is getting better, for sure. I think we're cleaning some things up, especially defensively. I think we scored the ball pretty well in the majority of our games, so we can always tighten some things up there. But defensively, we really had to, buckle down, and that started in practice. I don't know the exact numbers or whatever. I'm not a huge analytics guy, but just from watching the games and being a part of the games, it feels like we're playing better defensively as a team. We're doing the little things more, which that's going to win you games in the long run. So if we continue to crack down on that and lock in on our rotations and check downs and boxing out, we'll be fine with that. Individually, I don't think I'm having the best year I've had, in college from a shooting standpoint. So obviously I got to keep going with that and keep shooting the ball well to help this team win. I can cut down on a few turnovers, especially to start the year. I was turning the ball over like crazy. But individually, I think I have a good spot on this team. A good role on this team, and it feels right. Because we have all the chemistry in the world. Our team. We got guys who really score. We got guys who go over 20 on any given night, but we try and find the open man and let the open man knock it in. So, like Trey can go off one night, I can go off, and we can go, like he did against UAB. Keedy obviously played very, very well, and so did Joe. So did Jimmy. So I just keep going down the line. So it's individual. I've been playing well, but I can definitely play better.
When you talk about your shooting, is it your confidence? Is it the shots you're taking? Is it where they're getting you the ball on the floor? What are the things that are
That has nothing to do with anything besides confidence.
Okay.
I feel like I can make any shot on the floor. Contested, uncontested, it doesn't really matter to me. As long as I got that confidence it's going to go in, I think it's going in. So, I'm playing for a guy who just instills confidence in me especially. So it's kind of like a hand in glove fit for me, man. It's
Yeah, need water. Okay, sorry about that.
But yeah, it's just all confidence. When you're a shot maker or a shot taker, it's the only thing that matters is,
Hey, excuse me.
it's pure confidence. You could, they could run you off a million screens and be wide open, but if you're not confident, it's probably not going in. So, I've been there. I've been in points in my career where it's like, feels like I'm shooting left-handed. You know what I mean? And so, I feel the exact opposite of that right now. I feel like every shot's going in. There's no pressure for me to score, which is good.
Hugs is a green light guy, right? And the only times you come out are when you don't guard somebody or you're tired. So that's got to be helpful too for a shooter, right?
Yeah, he always tells me, I don't care how many you miss, shoot the next one. You know what I mean? So, for a guy like me, there's nothing more that I want to hear. So I've just been blessed and fortunate enough to, make the majority of my shots so far this season. That's going to continue. I'm going to stay in the gym and stay locked in and stay confident. Because that's what this team needs. They need to see it from me, so it trickles down throughout the whole team, so we all play confident.
Eric, I'm kind of curious. Offensively, as a team, it's clicked pretty much since the beginning of the season. It seemed like while you guys have been constantly working on defense, kind of like you were saying when you first got up there, rotations and just But when the offense is making up for a lot, I'm just kind of wondering, is there a mentality there? Because I'm sure you've played for some other good offensive teams that maybe didn't care about defense. So obviously that's not the case here. So just kind of the fine line, I guess there when offense is kind of making up for what else is ailing, I guess.
Yeah, making shots is going to cover everything. Because if you make shots, then you got a chance to be in the game. Appreciate it, man. You can be getting all the stops in the world, but if you don't make a shot, you're probably gonna lose the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? They say defense wins championships, but you also got to make shots. I don't remember the last time a championship was in the 40s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, you can get, you know, you can get 8, 9, 10 stops, you know, out of 15 possessions, but, you know, if you give up 5 threes and another 5, you're down 15, you know, so you got to score. And, you know, I've been on one other good offensive team my sophomore year. The other 3 teams I've been at, we were just average offensively, maybe a little below average, to be honest, in my opinion. But, you know, this team reminds me a lot of my sophomore year, just because we got plenty of guys who can knock a shot down and make a play for somebody else. We can score from the outside, we can score from the mid-range, we can get in the post and score. And defensively, it reminds me of that team as well, because we just compete. You know, that's the biggest thing is you compete and play as hard as you can for as long as you can, and good things are going to happen.
So I guess kind of what my ultimate question is then, is that if you get this certain level of offense, and then you get that defense to start clicking.
Yeah, we're going to be unbeatable.
Well, I was going to say, what's the potential there? I mean.
Yeah, we're going to win national championship if that happens.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, we score, I don't know what our numbers are. Like I said, I'm not huge in analytics because they've lied about me in the past. And so, you know, they might be lying about me now. But I'm not a big
Actually, it's
numbers guy.
pretty good, so
Yeah.
you might want to.
Yeah,
you might want to say they're not lying.
It's insane, but yeah, I mean, you know, if like I said, I don't know the numbers, but we're probably averaging mid-70s points per game, I'd imagine, something like that.
80s, yeah.
Yeah, you're low 80s.
There we go, low 80s. I'll take that. I don't know what we're giving up defensively, but I'm sure it's probably high 60s, mid-60s, somewhere around there. You know, so if we continue to make shots and, you know, if we continue to build our confidence and our competitiveness on defense, I don't see a whole lot of teams that can really compete with us.